Alright people, we are now ready to do the video. What we're going to do is, I'm going to try and break into parts. I'm going to show you what I eat in a week. What I'm going to try and do is make it more sensible. So it's going to have protein sources, carb sources, and what I'm going to call the crave fillers. So for those of you that crave a lot of food and often keep saying that you want to have fatty foods, I'm going to have a section showing you the top things I would normally have to kind of stop me from like pigging out like a complete junkie. So stay tuned with the video. Hopefully you enjoy it, and we out. What we're going to do then is start off with some of the protein sources. So I'm going to do is show you what I'm going to have, well what I typically have. If you've ever watched any of my full day of eatings, you probably would have seen this. Is some diced beef. I normally put it with my eggs. So I normally have either one whole egg and some egg whites, or 2 whole eggs, and I have it with 200 grams of diced beef. Alright, another good source of protein is fish. So what I'm going to do is go for the bassa. There is many other ones you can have. You can have any sort of what's called white fish? Something's called, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of salmon, so I rarely ever have that. But it's either bassa, haddock, or cod. In terms of say like the protein, well, first off, the bassa is the cheapest. This is like £1.50, then the haddock and the cod. And if you want to go for per 100 grams, this is 20 grams of protein. The cod fillet is 22 grams, so, and then the haddock is 25. So for a difference of like 2 to 5 grams of protein, I'd rather just go with the one that's £1.50 less. It tastes pretty similar. I personally haven't got like the best critique when it comes to taste, so I think it tastes very similar. So I'm gonna say go for the bassa. And another one, shouts out to DJ Khaled, because another one of the protein sources that's really good to have is chicken. And those you may know well, you may have seen me have this brand a lot, Shazams. Someone kept, well actually every time I put them in a video, someone always asks me, why do I have Shazams? Like, am I Muslim or whatever, because it's halal chicken? Not really, it's because they already give the chicken skinless, so I haven't got to go home and rip it off, so it means that the chicken's got way less fat already, which makes this a hell of a lot easier for me because it doesn't have the skin already on it. But one more thing, they do like seasoned chicken. I would opt not to go for those just because they are way more sodium based and way more higher calorie than you need to. Get the plain one, learn how to cook your food yourself, stop taking shortcuts, and you will see more progress. Alright, let's go on to some of the carb sources. Film the thing now? Jesus. First off, let me just say, cameraman's being extra spicy today. Like, she's acting like she ain't got a film. Like, you eating for free, right? Anyways, this is gonna be a very quick one because I've shown you many times on this channel about the pizzas. Pizzas are not a no-no. These would actually go into my crave filler section, but they are also obviously heavy carb based. But say this whole pizza is roughly around 650 calories, pretty damn low. But if you went for like a worse option, such as this pizza, the whole pizza is over 1,000 calories. So when you're choosing like things like this, just have a quick look at the calories and see what it is. Or if you're on like super budget, you can go for one of these little tiny pizzas, and they're like, each piece is under 270 calories. Obviously the taste is not as good as those ones, but it is what it is. But you should have heard that spiel if you've watched any of my other grocery shopping videos. If you haven't, be sure to click the links in the description box, or just go Google Chillin with TJ grocery shop. Feel me no man? Anyway, what we're going to do is show you some of the more healthier carb sources outside of pizzas. Walk with me, talk with me, mate. What action should I slip into? A little bit of Cockney. Is that Cockney? A little bit of Cockney now, okay. What we're going to do is go into some of the blueberries. Blueberries, one of my absolute favourite. I moved it. Yo, I swear to God, man, my accent's be wild. I'll be switching. But anyways, in terms of blueberries, it's one of my favourite kind of fruits to have. Blueberries. They can't hear you behind the camera, it's just ruining the edit. Anyways, in terms of blueberries, it's one of my absolute favourites. This and probably strawberries like my go-to because they're really low calorie and they have like high antioxidants and all that stuff. If you want to know more information about that, go and Google it. What does antioxidants do? I'm not going to talk about it here, but they're really just good for your body in general. That's the very layman terms of putting it. Blueberries though are quite expensive in comparison to other ones. Strawberries usually are quite cheap in this, and you can get way more. So that is the one thing about getting certain things. Sometimes they can be a bit more expensive, but if you compared it, if you went to if you went to a McDonald's or a KFC, you're paying sometimes £6 for a meal. But if you bought loads of different things, you could easily do that meal like 3-4 times over. Okay, what we're going to do now is look at some more gala apples, or pink lady apples are some of my most favourite apples to eat. I don't really like green apples. I just don't know why, I just don't like them, even though, yeah, I just don't. Where are they? You can obviously get the bigger ones, or if you're a little child, you can go for the little kids ones or bite-sized ones. I really go for whatever option. My personal preference, I'll come a little closer. Lidl, in my opinion, has the best, best quality of apple. Like often when I get the loose apples in Asda or Tesco, they look dodgy. Like they've got holes in them, they just look mashed up. At least Lidl, they do the spit shine, so it's shining, the apples actually look really good. Which is why I often go for the package when I come to Asda. If you've seen any Lidl video, you see me hand pick them, so that's why. Also, camera woman, she's got herself some like fruits as well in the packet. Often people complain saying that why are you buying it in the packet, because you can buy the actual fruit and chop it up. But it all comes down to what's your budget and what's your time like. If you're someone that's really short on time and you really hate the process of having to meal prep or chop up foods, the only other option is to spend a little bit more to get it already packaged or already done for you. That goes for meats as well as, for example, you can get the chicken fillets where they're full, or you get a chicken fillet sliced up. It's cheaper to get the full one and slice it yourself, but sometimes people are very short on time and they just find it easier to just get it already sliced for them. It may cost a little bit more, but the 10 minutes or 50 minutes you save means that you're more likely to have it. It means that you're not gonna like go buy takeaway. So I feel like to each his own, everyone's different. Alright, people often say to me, what can you do when you hate vegetables? If anyone knows me well, I absolutely hate veg. Like I'm a child when it comes to like vegetables, but there are certain ones I actually can eat, and what I do is I try and get the best options. For example, these sweet and country veg is actually doable. Like I can eat these fairly okay. It's got a sweeter taste to it. It's not like your standard broccoli or just something boring that doesn't taste like great. So that's probably why. So yeah, stop. Okay, what you didn't see is the cameraman, not cameraman, what's his name? Security man. Security guard told me I'm not allowed to film if I'm holding the products, which is so dumb. I'm promoting the store, how can I be? Anyway, so he said I can't film. Like I can film now, but if I'm holding the products, I can't film. What? These people don't know social media. What kind of stupid, if I'm telling people to come to the store and buy the product, why would that be an insult? But anyway, he's just doing his job, I guess, but it just seemed like a dumbass rule to me. So I'm gonna have to somehow film without being kicked out, because I can see my man looking. Almost broke my back doing that. But anyways, when it comes down to the bagels, these are the bagel thins, so technically they're like half the calories because they're not as thick as the other ones. These are basically the exact same calories each. I would recommend this one because it tastes better in my opinion, a bit more flavour to it than just the plain ones, but both are a good option. Just make sure they're soft. Right, what we're going to do is get some bread. I'm going to start using these, some of my homemade pizzas instead of the pittas, just because they're more lower calorie. Per slice is 85 calories and 6 grams of protein, whereas the pita, I think, per one is roughly 197 calories. So this will be a better option for me in general. Plus I like wholemeal bread anyway, it has like a bit more taste to it than the standard white bread. Alright people, now we're on to some of the crave filler section, and a massive crave filler is jelly. These 10 calorie jellies that Hartley's do. It's, well really, that's what it is, it tastes good. I did say at some point though that using the Asda brand is cheaper and it tastes okay. I retract that statement. I bought some of these Asda ones and tried them, and I don't know if the first time I was really hungry so it tasted good. The other ones, I've still got some in my fridge, they do not taste nowhere near as nice as the Hartley jelly, so I'd recommend going for them instead. There's also a subscriber that recommended them to me as well, so whoever that was, dude, we got issues. You like that? Alright, Fibre One bars, these are pretty good, however, their normal price is £2.89. I ain't spending £2.89. At Lidl, maybe this is why they don't want me to film compared to other stores. At Lidl, they're currently for £1.30, so I normally buy them from there. So I'm gonna put this back on the shelf promptly. Because you're not paying £3 for 5 little squares. It's no. Alright, Ice Gems. Those of you who know me well know that these are one of my go-tos. The full packet is £1, and per little packet of these little Ice Gems are 100 calories. Each little packet has 0.8 grams of fat. 2 grams of protein, well 1.2 grams of protein, and the carbs is 21, which is pretty high, with half of it being from sugar. But in general, they are really nice little tasty little treats that can get your flavours popping on your tongue. Booyah. Alright, one of the last things we're going to do now is rice cakes. This is normally a cutting thing that I normally have, but they are good when you're bulking as well, especially if you're lean bulking, because it helps fill out your appetite. Like, low calorie options are good, in my opinion, year round. When you're cutting, they're good because you want a restriction of calories. And when you're lean bulking, it's good because it helps fill out some of your foods without going ridiculously high in a surplus. And caramel, I'm not American, caramel rice cakes are always one of my go-tos because they taste good but not too good. For example, the chocolate chip ones taste too good that I eat the full packet, whereas the caramel ones are in that nice sweet spot. They're not too salty like the other one that I can't eat too many, and they're not too tasty to the point where I overindulge. But anyways people, we're gonna wrap this video up here because the security guard, man, I know for a fact he can't wait to talk to me when this video ends and I leave the store because he keeps telling me not to film. So if I get fired, and kicked out of Asda and I can't ever film here again, remember I did this for you guys. So hit the thumbs up button and hopefully he doesn't drag me out. If he does, you're gonna see me on World Star Hip Hop because I'm gonna scream and kick my legs and make sure I get viral. Alright, deuces people.